Hello and once again, good evening America! You know what time it is. It's time for the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series. NASCAR Cheez Cup Series. Last week we took to the Richmond place at the Chevrolet Rock and Roll 400. Jesus Christ himself took home the win in dominating fashion, leading most laps. And it ended under caution, which is unfortunate, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. Today, on the other hand, we go to uncharted territory. Never before seen racing action in the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series. For the first time ever, we will be running the Pocono Road Course. What a phenomenal racetrack this is. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Anyway, yeah. The point is, we're going to do this, and it's going to be awesome. But before we can, we need to take you through the starting lineup in the Kraft Philadelphia 400 from the Pocono Road Course. Today, starting on the pole, will be the number 7 of Winnie the Pooh, and starting beside him will be road course ringer extraordinaire Justin Allgaier. Dale Earnhardt for 1970 is going to start next to Brock Lesnar. Your points leader, probably Corbin Forrester, is starting next to Greg Graffin in the 43. The Bee Gees are going to start alongside Bernie Sanders in the 6. Tails will start next to Phil Collins in the 14. Keanu Reeves is going to bring us, whatever. He's going to start next to Bruce Willis. Last week's winner, Jesus Christ himself, will start alongside Tommy Joe Martins in the 44. Arnold Schwarzenegger will start alongside that 93 of Trent Reznor. Mary Poppins will start next to Jack Black in the 95. What If Racing will start next to Rob Zombie in the 21. CM Punk is going to start next to David Bowie in the 78. John Popper will start next to Larry the Cable Guy. And Brad Pitt will start next to Aaron Carter. Susan Boyle will start next to the 27 of Janet Jackson. Vin Diesel will start next to the 18 of Slim Shady. Gibby Haynes is going to start alongside the 38 of Barack Obama. Sweet Tooth will start next to the 31 of Trump. Benjamin Franklin will start next to Rob Halford. Richie Birkenhead will start next to Jake from State Farm, and rounding out the field will be Elvis Presley in the 33 and MC Hammer in the 41. The pace car is way, way, way the hell out of here. So we'll take you to the spectator cam to try and see this as best as we can. Starting 2 by 2 at the Pocono Road Course may not be the most intelligent decision that the NASCAR officials have made, but then again, they don't make very many intelligent decisions, do they? Bringing them down to green flag will be Winnie the Pooh in the 7, and it is time for this Kraft Philadelphia 400 race to begin. The race is on. Heading down into turn number 1 goes our race car drivers. Hard onto the brakes, into the corner. Can Justin Allgaier maintain his position on the outside? Road course ringer extraordinaire in that 12. Winnie the Pooh holding strong. Oh, but it's not going to be enough. Justin Allgaier takes the lead. Down the backstretch they go, heading into the tight corner that, I don't know, that I have not actually done one of the races here yet, so I don't know where everything is. Winnie the Pooh falls to second. Justin Allgaier is murdering this field right now. Slowing way down, though, to get into this turn. Could there be an accident coming through here? Doesn't look like it. Everyone's taking their time, being very, very tentative as they get their way through these corners. Yeah, very, very tentative as they go 28 miles an hour into this corner. Way to play it safe, y'all. So, Justin Allgaier continues to lead by quite a margin. Brock Lesnar takes over second place from Winnie the Pooh now. Winnie the Pooh is off in the grass. Greg Graffin makes a move on the number 3 of Dale Earnhardt from 1970. Great move there. Corbin Forrester battles side by side with Bernie Sanders for I think 7th or so. Phil Collins, I do believe, is 9th. And rounding out your top 10 will be the Bee Gees, I want to say. There is Tails trying to find his way into the top 10. But Justin Allgaier is indeed your leader. This is the Pocono Road Course. Justin Allgaier leads by quite a margin. This is exactly the kind of race that Justin Allgaier needs to have to get back into the championship conversation. Still plenty of time for this driver to get back into things. 12 races to go in this season, including this race. All sorts of time for lots of things to change in the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series. Through turn number 2, heads that number 12 car into the braking zone. Heavy braking into this. corner. Brock Lesnar catching up to that 12 car now, but will it be enough? Allgaier is a road course ringer extraordinaire. He has plenty of experience running up front in these NASCAR Cheez Cup Series, Sprint Cup, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It used to be Sprint Cup, now it's Cheez Cup. Screw you. As they wind their way around the Pocono road course, maybe not the most, you know, stock car-y of road courses. This may work better for, like, open wheel. I don't know why Indy didn't go here. You know, the IndyCar series didn't do the road course at Pocono. They might have, and they might just do the triangle in other races, but, you know, I blame them for not putting on godforsaken toppers, closing the cockpit, and we have multiple dead drivers as a result. So good job, IndyCar. Angst aside, Justin Allgaier continues to lead in this event. It's been a great race so far for Justin Allgaier, but Brock Lesnar is closing. Can Justin Allgaier win this race, or will Brock Lesnar take home his 4th win of the season? Don't go anywhere. We will be right back to the Kraft Philadelphia 400 from Pocono.
That uses an ultra-quiet fan to actively circulate your favorite fragrance throughout the entire room.
There. Isn't that better?
New Glade plug-in scented oil fan.
Freshness with a spin. Plug it in, plug it in.
S.C. Johnson, a family company.
Every day, more than 5,000 pounds of Cheez-Its are wasted by people who are too careless to seal their bags back up, which in turn causes the Cheez-Its to go soft. Right now, families around the world are throwing away their wasted Cheez-Its that could have been consumed by someone else who wasn't so cruel. Things like this may seem too much to watch, or too difficult to solve, but you can help right now from your home. Call 1-866-CHEEZ-IT to contact the Cheez-It Help Hotline and donate to our cause to save the wasted Cheez-Its. You can help out our cause and change the world for the far better, one box of Cheez-Its at a time. Please, call right now and we will send you a photo of a box of Cheez-Its that you helped save with your donation.
Today's presentation of the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race from the Pocono Road Course is presented by Mountain Dew. So you can pretend like you have value. I don't get it either. Welcome back to the Kraft Philadelphia 400 from Pocono. Justin Allgaier has led since the outset of this event, passing pole winner Winnie the Pooh into turn number 1, I'm pretty sure it was. Completing 4 laps now is that number 12. Uncharted territory in this road course race at Pocono. Never before seen. Let's take a look at some championship contenders. Justin Allgaier is your leader. Phil Collins, on the other hand, sits 8th. A good spot for Phil Collins, as well as Bernie Sanders in 7th. But as you all know, Corbin Forrester so strong, currently in the 6th position. Could he secure more points than a lot of championship contenders today? Looks like it, because Brock Lesnar sits 2nd. Last week's winner, Jesus Christ himself, is 13th. Behind him is 2nd place from last week, Trent Reznor. Mary Poppins appears to be about 16th right now. Mary Poppins may be the worst for wear out of the championship contenders, ATM. Looks to be that way. Looks to be that way. Justin Allgaier, however, is continuing to pace this field at the breakneck pace of 20 miles an hour through that corner. It's a hard corner, though. Can you blame them? Pocono really isn't known for its road course. In fact, I didn't even know about this road course until, like, last year. So, the fact that we don't do the road course at Pocono, and the fact that we don't even try, it's kind of infuriating. I mean, I think it would be at least a good attempt I mean, attempting it would be cool. Am I wrong? Am I the only one thinking this? That they should at least try the road course? I mean, seriously. Allgaier is your leader. Brock Lesnar second. Third place is Winnie the Pooh. Very little movement up at the front of this field. Very little movement throughout the field in general, I'm pretty certain. Vin Diesel is currently in last, or 33rd. He must have had an issue. Tails is back here too as well. Are several drivers going down pit road already? This could be the case. Many drivers could be going down pit road already. If that's the case, there is going to be a lot of pit stops in this race. Oh, God. That's a lot of pit stops if we're already getting down and dirty with that. Tires may be a commodity in this event. Brutalizing these tires is a fair possibility. Unless this is just not a round of pit stops and that's just a lot of drivers being terrible. I mean, I'm worried about it because there were championship contenders back there, and championship contenders usually aren't having issues like that, besides, you know, Mary Poppins at Atlanta. Oh, Mary Poppins at Atlanta, how I wanted you to win, and it was so obvious. Anyway, Justin Allgaier is your leader still. Will anyone go down pit road this time by? Let's take a look at the pit lane camera. There goes Justin Allgaier. Second place of Brock Lesnar. Those two leaders appear to be the fastest cars on the track. And it must have just been a couple of stragglers that went down pit road or just had issues. You know, this is a brand new racetrack, never been before gone to in the NASCAR Cheez and Cup Series. There just could be a couple of drivers that had a few issues here and there. But then again, you never know. David Bowie is one of the people that, you know, screw up all the time. He's just a fuck up, you know? He just doesn't do good. But if they did go down pit road, the question becomes, when will these drivers have to hit pit road? I don't know if they'll have to go down twice or not. I don't know if the drivers that have gone down pit road will be able to make it on fuel. If anyone has gone down pit road. I mean, I know David Bowie went down pit road. I mean, we know this. We know this. This we know. We have this. It is provable fact. Alright? Everyone else, on the other hand, who the fuck knows? Justin Allgaier is your leader, but Brock Lesnar is closing in on our leader. Could we see a lead change? Justin Allgaier is so dominant at this track so far, a road course ringer extraordinaire, but Brock Lesnar is still searching for that fourth win of the season to become the winning most driver this year thus far. As they complete lap 7 of 31, we are we're getting closer to being a quarter of the way done with today's event at the Pocono road course. Through turn 1 they go. Justin Allgaier maintains his lead, a 25.5 and a 23.3 for Lesnar. 23.3, 25.9, blah, 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 blah. Wait, what? 25.3, 25.3, 25.9, 25.4, 25.7. The numbers, they don't add up, I swear. This is a vital braking zone that they are coming up on, however. They must go through all three corners. Well, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. This is a vital corner, though. Outbraking your competitors could lead to major success through that corner. However, if you don't get on the brakes early enough, you will fly directly into that wall and most likely die. So it's a lot of risk versus reward to try and take that corner at speed, but it is definitely a passing zone, to say the least. Justin Allgaier is your leader still. Let's take a look at some championship contenders. Corbin Forrester sits in 6th place. Corbin Forrester won at Watkins Glen and almost won at Sonoma, so he's no pushover at these road courses. Corbin Forrester continuing probably to keep his lead in the points. Phil Collins is back in 8th, however. Bernie Sanders is in 7th. 3 championship contenders right in a row here, and I saw Jesus Christ himself back there. Jesus Christ must be working his way up through positions, or he was always in 13th. Right behind him still is at 93 of Trent Reznor. Mary Poppins back in 17th. Not much movement throughout this field, and there's Tails in 35th. Yeah. But back up to the lead now. Into that vital 90-degree sharp corner here. Whoever gets through there best is definitely the one that's going to have the most success at this racetrack. That turn is so vital. That turn is so vital. Looks like Allgaier is starting to pull away. Winnie the Pooh starting to close in. We'll take another quick NASCAR nonstop commercial break. If they go to pit stops, well, I swear to my fucking... I don't know. Then I'll be pissed off. But in any case, thank you all so much for joining us on the Kamikaze Game Sports Network for another NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race. This is the Kraft Philadelphia 400 from Pocono.
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
Now at Applebee's, the Hoy Burger, a half-pound burger with cheese and hot deli sliced ham. Order a Hoy Burger and Applebee's will donate $1 to United Way of Story County.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
I have an annuity, but I need cash now.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
They have thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments but you need cash now,
call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
877 cash now.
877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. Call now.
Danica Patrick.
Winter in the dead of July. If I was king of the world, living our lives, castle in the sky. If I was king of the world.
Today's presentation of the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race from Pocono is presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky. These commercials should have been terrible, but instead were awesome.
Welcome back to the Kamikaze Games Sports Network presentation of the Kraft Philadelphia 400 from Pocono. Brock Lesnar had just about caught our leader, Justin Allgaier, but was unable to complete the pass as we were under the NASCAR nonstop commercial break. Allgaier has pulled away now. Will he maintain this lead? Let's take a look at some championship contenders. Pit stop should be right around the corner. Corbin Forrester is up to the 6th position. Well, actually hasn't changed at all. Bernie Sanders is still 7th. I'm going to take a wild guess. Is Phil Collins 8th? Wow, I never would have guessed. Except I just did, so whatever. Little fluidity around this track. Very few passes. I guess I should have assumed as much. This really isn't a stock car road course. Then again, there really aren't any stock car road courses in general. That's why Watkins Glen is so awesome. Allgaier brings it through the final couple of corners, maintaining the lead. But will it be enough? 12 laps will be complete at the line. Allgaier is your leader as he comes out of the final corner. 12 laps complete, which means out of 31, halfway through lap 16, it's going to be halfway, right? I don't know. Hate how the races have... I hate races that have odd number laps. But an interesting race this is. If this had been a 30-lap race, you know, what would people do? Since this is has an extra lap added on to the end, you know. It's the same thing like in New Hampshire, you know. You get the 301, make the big difference in things, you know. Nah, you know what I'm trying to say, man. You know what I'm trying to say. Into the vital turn number whatever this is. 3, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Allgaier gets through there very well. Pulls away from Brock Lesnar. Will he be able to maintain the advantage that he has out of this corner? We can get a good idea of how far ahead Justin Allgaier is of Brock Lesnar. And it looks like the advantage that Justin Allgaier has over the 48 of Brock Lesnar shrunk a bit, but is starting to expand once again. Allgaier doing very good in this race. He just needs to survive pit stops whenever they may be. I hope they come after halfway, because I swear, I can't stand when pit stops happen twice. Oh, no. Oh, we're going to have 2 pit stops. Great. Okay, well, everyone's heading down pit road now. It looks like let's head to pit lane number 2 camera. This is out of the way at the line, so we don't get to see very many cars. But Justin Allgaier started out this race in second, so he'll be way at the end of pit lane. Does anyone stay out this time by? Will anyone try to stretch it and potentially make it to the end of this race? Probably not. This is a very long racetrack, so I don't think they'd really want to risk that. So in all likelihood, there will be another pit stop right at lap 27 or 28 for all 40 drivers. Unless there's a few that decide to stay out. And it's very quiet suddenly. Wow, absolutely everyone is on pit road right now, except for whoever that is. What a trooper over there. Justin Allgaier gets off of pit road at just fine. Brock Lesnar may have gotten a little bit of an advantage over that 12 car. That is Janet Jackson. What a fucking trooper Janet Jackson is. Yes, there were a couple of drivers that did go down pit road early. That's Tails in the 19. But, well, how these pit stops have fallen. I know I said this last time with frickin' Mary Poppins. Can any of these drivers make it until lap... the start of lap 16? They might be able to make it. If Tails can stay out the next 2 laps... oh, we might be able to make it. Might be able to make it. It's, I don't know. Janet Jackson is right alongside that number 12 of Justin Allgaier now. Janet Jackson slower, probably. Having gone not down pit road yet for a while, probably. Will this play a factor into how Justin Allgaier maintains his pace ahead of the 48? Can Brock Lesnar get past and take advantage of the 12 car's issues? I made this in Photoshop. You gotta be proud of that paint scheme. This is why I want him to do so good. I worked so hard on these paint schemes. I want these drivers to do good. And then Justin Allgaier chokes the shit out of all these races, you know. Then Brock Lesnar wins and I didn't even do anything. Lesnar is right there, however. And it looks like Janet Jackson has probably gone down pit road now. No, Janet Jackson is absolutely decimating Justin Allgaier. Wow, this is sad. Is Justin Allgaier... no, this is last place, so Janet Jackson is just really, really slow. Where's Tails at? Did Tails make it? Tails is going to make it another lap. Oh. I just don't have confidence that he'll be able to make it all the way to the end. Oh, if he stays out one more lap, I would say that's his best bet. But if Tails does not, he's in rough shape. And will probably finish second to last or so. So Tails just needs to go past the pit stop this time by... oh my goodness. He's just gotta... We're gonna keep the cameras on him. We probably should go back to frickin' Justin Allgaier. They were battling for first right then and there. Not anymore, but... you know, now as I say this shit. Tails is still running pretty competitive lap times. Road course is a place where you can really show off your talent. If Tails stays out one more time, I think he can make it on fuel. I think he can make it on fuel. I think he can. I really do. But then again, Bernie Sanders was about to take the credit one white flag lap at Dover, and he dove down pit road. So you never know. Tails is going to stay out. Oh, baby. We might just have an upset. Unlikely as it may be, we might have an upset here today. Justin Allgaier continues to lead and just cannot get past that Janet Jackson car. If it's holding up that 12th car, we will see with Brock Lesnar closing. Very difficult to pass here at Pocono, especially at the road course, so maybe, just maybe. Reminder that Winnie the Pooh started this race on the pole and was passed on the outside by Justin Allgaier. Does Allgaier just have that good of a car? Or is the outside line a good line to run? Should Lesnar maybe give it a shot? Allgaier continues to lead, following that 27 of Janet Jackson, the last car on the lead lap. It looks like Corbett Forrester may have made it up to 5th. Yes, indeed. Tails has dropped to 6th. We'll see if he stays out this time by, and if he stays out this time by, then I am all but certain that Tails can make it the distance. I have very much confidence that Tails can make it the full distance if he continues to run after this lap. And it looks like he's got a lot of speed. He might just do it. Oh, yeah. Tails is going to stay out, so I think Tails can make it on gas. If there's no cautions. That's a big if, too. If there's no cautions, which is entirely possible. Allgaier's on the outside line. Brock Lesnar is just about there. I think they've known. Janet Jackson has pulled away from these two. Winnie the Pooh is coming into the frame now. Justin Allgaier may have made a not-so-good adjustment on the previous pit lane. Will this make all the difference? Justin Allgaier continues to lead. Brock Lesnar falls back a bit, but continues to follow in the tire tracks of that 12. Can he take over in the vital corner? Turn number 3. No. Justin Allgaier continues to lead this race. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. Corbin Forrester 5th. Greg Graffin is in 4th. A great run for that team. Looking to get his 2nd victory of the year. Potentially. Allgaier continues to pace this field as they head round and round. Kind of round and round. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you're going down. Okay, it looks like Tails is going to go down pit road this time by. That means that he is going to need to complete... No, not 20. What the hell am I talking about? He will need to complete 13, 14 laps. That appeared to be what the Justin Allgaier and everyone else came down on lap 14, I think. Yes, they went down on lap 14. And Tails needs to complete 14 laps. So this could get very, very interesting. Will Tails be able to take this win? Will Justin Allgaier finally get his first win? Or will Brock Lesnar take over and get his 4th win? What about Winnie the Pooh? How about Greg Graffin going for his 2nd win? Corbin Forrester going for his 4th win? Dale Earnhardt from 1970 is in 6th. That's a great run from Dale Earnhardt in 1970. Bernie Sanders sits in the 7th position now. Phil Collins is 8th. Keanu Reeves rounds out the top 10. Actually, no. Bee Gees and Bruce Willis battled out for the rounding out of the top 10 rights. Let's jump back up to the front of this field, and Justin Allgaier appears to be pulling away a slight bit. His best lap was his previous lap, so... Brock Lesnar must be pulling out all the stops if he's still keeping up, even after Justin Allgaier's best lap of the race. 25 flat that time. 25-1 for Lesnar. 24-6, a great lap for Winnie the Pooh. 24-6. 24-5-3. This race will continue in a moment. Thank you for joining us in the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series for the Kraft Philadelphia 400 at Pocono, the first time ever taking to the Pocono road course in stock car. Tails has a shot to win this by fuel strategy. Justin Allgaier has a chance to win his first race of the season. We will go NASCAR nonstop. You won't miss a second of the racing action up front. This is the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series. Video. Enjoy, son. T-shirt. Yourself. Yeah, can you and there go just like that. Look here. Right there. Right there. Website. That you can and over. Don't head for. Waiting for you. So yay! T-shirts. My one buying them T-shirts. Buying love you. The fact that signifies way better what and T-shirts. Buying love doesn't. Who? T-shirts. Buying like you do. See, course of T-shirts. You like? Hey, you. See, course of things. Buying like you. Hey.
That's just crazy talk. It doesn't make any sense.
Want to see Phil Collins live? Then come to Sears. You can win a trip to LA and a backstage pass to the Phil Collins concert. And there's a million other prizes. Come to Sears. You could be an instant winner.
Introducing the world's most delicious hamburger eating clown, Ronald McDonald. Now here's the clown. Ronald. You like kids? Hey, you watching TV fun? Especially when you got delicious McDonald's hamburgers. Well, you can't be on TV and watch it at the same time. Come on, boys and girls. Oh, we've already met. I know you'll be great. I know boys and girls like to do. Especially when it comes to delicious McDonald's hamburgers. Well, that's great. You're getting McDonald's hamburgers, french fries, and milkshake. Watch for me on TV. We'll have lots of fun. McDonald's, hamburger, happy clown. McDonald's, like it's your favorite place in town.
Today's presentation of the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series race from Pocono is sponsored by Winnebago. I'm pretty sure they still make campers.
Welcome back to the Kraft Philadelphia 400 from the Pocono Road Course. Justin Allgaier has led every lap thus far. Second place is Brock Lesnar. Third is Winnie the Pooh. Fourth is Greg Graffin. And fifth is Corbin Forrester. The top 5 cars separated vastly from the rest of the pack. Allgaier, your leader. And a development on the track. Justin Allgaier is getting closer and closer to some lap traffic, potentially some drivers that went down pit road at different points in time. Most likely the case between David Bowie and What If Racing there. Will those lap cars come into play as far as Justin Allgaier's lead is concerned, or will they outperform the 12? You saw under NASCAR Nonstop that they flashed by when the leaders were heading into this corner. So, in all likelihood, the lap down cars that took to pit road will probably outperform the leaders since they were just on pit road. Because that's usually how it works. Allgaier is your leader, however. Another development that we all know about is Tails in 34th. Just went down pit road and could potentially close out this race without going back. Tails came down on at the beginning of lap 18, and he will need to complete 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. He'd have to complete 13 laps to finish out this fuel run. And Justin Allgaier and everyone else on the lead lap went down pit road on lap 14. So, and all these guys are going to come down pit road probably on lap 28. So basically, Tails would need to survive on his tires for 28, 29, 30, 31. 4 laps. 4 laps. Tails would need to survive on his old tires if he wants to close off this race. But I don't think that I would worry too much on Tails' home front for winning the race. If he can just stay ahead of Corbin Forrester and gain on him in the points, that would be a victory in itself for that number 19 car. Justin Allgaier still looking for his first win of the season. Brock Lesnar is second, looking for his 4th win of the season. Winnie the Pooh also looking for his first win of the season. Several drivers winless thus far in the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series season, but I'd say we are very fortunate to have our NASCAR Cheez Cup Series drivers, the amount of wins that we do have this season. Thus far in the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series season, there have been 13 different winners. which is quite a few, actually. Justin Allgaier is not one of them yet, looking to become number 14 as he crosses the line. A surprising driver that has not won yet this season is Mary Poppins in the 5, one of those powerful Hendrick Motorsports cars. Mary Poppins, back in 18th, held the title for the longest time, that she had the most top 10s out of anyone in this field. That has since changed. Another unfortunate driver that doesn't have a win yet is What If Racing, who had to go down pit road there and will most likely not be 37th by the time this shit's all out of the way. You know, What If Racing, as well as Tommy Joe Martins, looked like they could have gotten several wins over the course of the season. What If Racing so strong at Bristol and Dover. But beyond that, he has not had very much luck. Justin Allgaier, on the other hand, is looking for that first win and coming closer and closer. Hang on a second. I think someone's at the door. There was no one at the door. Allgaier continuing to lead, looking for his first win, but Brock Lesnar has been stalking this whole time. Oh, goodness me. So, coming out of the final corner now, Justin Allgaier about to complete the 23rd lap of this event. 24 will begin in a moment. That means that there are 8 laps left. I don't know. The 1 in the 31 is so confusing. Greg Graffin and Corbin Forrester are starting to fall back on our top 3 drivers now. 26s for them. 26-2 for Justin Allgaier. 26-3 for Brock Lesnar. Winnie the Pooh with the better lap. 25-9. But incremental difference is so minimal at such a long and technical racetrack. Let's take a look at some more championship contenders. Trent Reznor is 13th, probably. No! There was a pass in the field somewhere. Trent Reznor got past. Look at this 3-way battle for a position. Arnold Schwarzenegger underneath the 20 of the Bee Gees for position number 11. Bruce Willis is working on a top 10. Hot damn, Bruce Willis. There you saw Bernie Sanders and Phil Collins were still battling it out in about 8th and 7th. Not much fluidity throughout this field. The big question is, who will make it to the end? Will Tails make it to the end? When will they go down pit road? Probably lap 28. Am I waiting, like, shaking in my shoes, wondering what's going to happen next? Yes, I would really, really like to see if these frickin' guys are going down pit road. But we still got a few laps for that. So, in the meantime, we'll take a nice little break and do a NASCAR Crank It Up. Winnie the Pooh. Yep, I just totally said that. Winnie the Pooh appears to have fallen a couple of spots. He may have taken to pit road a little bit early, or he just had an awful, awful corner somewhere. Could this be a potential strategy play? Brock Lesnar is no longer in this shot. Where in the hell is he? He is... Okay, several drivers have headed down pit road now. And there will be braking, and it will be different people taking pit stops instead of all at the same time this time around. So, this throws another monkey wrench into the equation. So, They were able to make it 14 laps last time on fuel. Justin Allgaier leads. Does staying out this extra lap affect Justin Allgaier's outcome? Will Brock Lesnar taking the early pit bring him good fortune? Can Justin Allgaier close out this race? Allgaier brings it through. He has no competition behind him for the first time in several laps. Greg Graffin all the way back there, but he is a non-factor at the moment. Justin Allgaier with a really slow lap there, and having to run this extra lap on these old tires will definitely not help him out when it comes to Brock Lesnar. Justin Allgaier is going to have to hope to go down pit road this time by if he wants to keep up with... Okay, he's definitely not doing that. Okay, never mind. He's going down pit road. So, Allgaier will head down pit road now. Greg Graffin stays out. Mad bastard, Greg Graffin. Mad bastard. Jake from State Farm sits on pit road, probably out. Allgaier coasts down to the second stall. Allgaier started on the outside pole for this event. Winnie the Pooh may be the biggest beneficiary of this if he is not held up by traffic. Which is possible. Corbin Forrester appears to be ahead of that 27 car, but it says that he's an 8. Like, this is just stupid. The frickin' positionometer here is just terrible. Corbin Forrester's off the track, and into the wall. Your points leader, ladies and gentlemen, Corbin Forrester falls several positions, has a 2:02 lap. Where is he in line? 16th. Okay, fine. There's Tails right behind, so I guess Tails isn't going to end out this race in the lead. Justin Allgaier is second, so he is definitely maintaining his position. Well, then again, he just went down pit road, so you never did. There's Greg Graffin, your leader. Allgaier is ahead of Brock Lesnar. The question is, where's Winnie the Pooh? God knows where Winnie the Pooh ended up over all this. Sweet Tooth is... Oh my goodness, Justin Allgaier did not take that corner very well. I told you that corner would be vital. Brock Lesnar is on the side of Justin Allgaier. Allgaier is about to lose his lead. Probably. Brock Lesnar has taken over the lead here in the Kraft Philadelphia 400 from Pocono. Justin Allgaier did not execute that corner the way that he needed to. Ooh. I got pingas immediately. Great. Immediately as the most... Yes. And his comment saying pingas. Go fuck yourself, commenters. I hate you. Anyway. Allgaier loses the lead after not executing the most important corner on the track. He is probably remaining in second. No, he's back to third. And Greg Graffin is right there, so in all likelihood... What in the hell? Okay, there's Allgaier. There's Greg Graffin. Frickin' Greg Graffin's gonna get out ahead of Allgaier now. Unless he gets hit! Oh, that was close. Tight racing action there. Surprising that there hasn't been a caution yet. I'd assume that someone, if frickin' Corbin Forrester just pile drove that wall like that. And he's still in 5th. Frickin' Corbin Forrester destroys his car. Still 5th. You know. Ouch. Anyway. Yeah, big deficit to have to make up for several drivers. Justin Allgaier is the closest competition to our leader. Winnie the Pooh actually slips by Greg Graffin there to take over the 3rd position. Forrester is 5th. Your Tails is 7th, so if he can finish out this race, it'll definitely be better than if he had to go down pit road again. However, who knows? Who knows? Last place is Jake from State Farm, who must have gone down pit road immediately as this race started. Like goodness gravy, I didn't even know it was lap 28. Yowza. Yeah, Jake from State Farm must have gone down pit road like the second the race started. Like dead on arrival type shit. Anyway, Justin Allgaier remains second. There's Brock Lesnar in first. Let's see if Justin Allgaier can do anything with this 48 car. Brock Lesnar looking to get his 4th win of the season, become the winning most driver this season. There's Greg Graffin and Winnie the Pooh battling it out, but this is the fight for the win. 3 laps left in the Kraft Philadelphia 400. Allgaier was familiar in the position of first place for the longest time. Can he get back? Lesnar leads into turn number 2 eventually now. At some point they'll make it to turn 2. And now they're in turn 2 at long last. Brock Lesnar continuing to lead this race. The vital corner that lost Justin Allgaier this race, most likely, comes into frame. Brock Lesnar making his way through the corners. Where will Justin Allgaier appear in the frame? Pretty far back. He's got a bit of work to do if he's going to want to catch that 48 car. I do believe Lesnar went down pit road first, so his tires may decay faster. The question is, will there be enough time? 2 to go at the line. Brock Lesnar, your leader, looking for his 4th win of the season. At the line, Brock Lesnar with a 126 flat. Allgaier with a 126 flat as well. They are neck and neck as far as the lap times are concerned. Not on the racetrack, though. Definitely not on the racetrack. This is race 25 of the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series season. Don't miss next week's event, the Southern 500, from the Darlington racetrack place. Who will get their Darlington stripes next weekend? Hashtag Darlington stripes. At Darlington, race 25 of 36, soon to be concluded here from Pocono. Allgaier is closing in, it looks like, but it's just not going to be enough in all likelihood. Brock Lesnar cruising to his 4th win, but there is still 1 lap left. I think Allgaier is closer than he was last time. Fuck off, phone. And through the final corners here. The final lap about to be underway from Pocono Road Course. It looks like Allgaier has closed in, but it's probably too little too late. 1 more lap. The Credit One white flag is about to be waving in the air. Allgaier is in the frame. A 25.8 to a 25.3. Allgaier probably still has the fresher tires at the moment. He has got to execute this final lap perfectly if he's going to hope to get the win at Pocono. Brock Lesnar, your leader. 2nd place is Justin Allgaier. Who knows where everyone else is? I really don't care at the moment. This is the battle for the win. Lesnar heads into the 2nd turn, I think. Who knows? God knows where they are on this racetrack. Into the 2nd corner they go, into the vital turn number 3. I think. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Lesnar takes it conservatively. Gets out pretty quick. Allgaier is there, but it won't be enough. Out of the corner where we can get a good idea of how far back Allgaier is. He is so close. 1 more lap and that 12 car could be up at the front. But it's not going to be enough. Lesnar just needs to execute these final corners perfectly. Coming into the 2nd to last corner now. The final Z to the finish line. Allgaier so close yet so far away. Once again, in the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series, coming out of the final corner, Brock Lesnar is going to take the lead for the most races won this season. 4 wins for the 48. Brock Lesnar wins the Kraft Philadelphia 400. This race is not nearly over yet for the rest of the field, however. Forrester crosses the line. Here comes Tails, who's going to finish it out in 7th. What a run for that 19 car. More drivers starting to cross the line now and go to the inside for whatever reason now that the race is over. We'll jump to the end, present time, and take a look at the final results. Brock Lesnar wins his 4th win of the season. Corbin Forrester gets 5th. Trent Reznor 15th. 18th will be Mary Poppins, and I'm pretty sure that's everyone of vital significance to the championship hunt. Yeah, David Bowie 26th if you care. Congratulations to the 48 of Brock Lesnar. 4 wins on the season, the most thus far, but there are still 11 races remaining in this season. We will see you next week from Darlington. But for now, from all our partners at the NASCAR Cheez Cup Series and Kamikaze Games Sports Network, we hope you've enjoyed watching the Pocono Kraft Philadelphia 400.